and problem solving and decision making, creativity and autonomy. You mean that by using computer and machine, you could able to provide a solution automatically by keeping a data or not having a complex system in it. Not required much on the way you can do it. So if you look at artificial intelligence, the basics, the outer layer, if you look into the ability of a computer to mimic an intelligence of human being. See, our human brain is the biggest one compared to any machines, we know very well. But compared to that, human brain may not analyze the big data easily. That's the reason we use, these are AI. So AI second level comes to the machine learning. The machine learning provide learning from a data without being explicit program. So the much involved programs are not required. That is a good thing of AI. You need only data. So that data will give you an systematic outcome. The interior or the in-depth of this deep learning as a part of machine learning, I'll be saying later. Uses artificial neural networks as like our neuron in our brain system to learn from data. That's what ANN, which is comes into the deep learning. See, artificial intelligence AI involves several method domains such as reasoning and knowledge representation, solution search, and among them a fundamental paradigm of machine learning. That's what I said. A machine learning is a part of artificial intelligence comes upon. A machine learning uses algorithms. That's what a key term. So it's a set of data made up of algorithms. The algorithm base, it will give an outcome that can recognize a pattern with a set of data that has to be further classified. A subfield of the ML machine learning is the deep learning (DL), which engages artificial neuronal network. That is nothing but ANNS. We always talk about AI is growing up, AI is modifying, AI is moving upon. So but that's a part of AI moving upon is generative AI. It is nothing bigger than that. So give a complex data to become generated way it provide an outcome. For example, it says the part of a basics of AI, like it gives the part of sophisticated elements can be made in such a way that like a video, maybe audio or images can be interpreted very easily with the generative AI. That is a modified higher version of AI, we can say. So let us go to the AI in drug discovery and development. The adoptions, if you look in, as I said, 80s, 90s itself, we used computational models. We all of us are aware, computational models are a basic elements, how the rational drug design came upon, by which we could able to discover a drugs without spending much time, without spending much cost. So that basics are there from the beginning itself, it started. But the growing up came upon, if you look in 2000, if you really look into that, the algorithms, the data sheets, everything come upon. How we can look into that, like you say a targets, we say protein targets in docking system, in computer-aided drug design. These are all a part of AI only. So, but how the advancement comes, we can understand it. So in 2010, means 2010, the driven by the advances in big data, that's saying about a big data means you have a number of n number of data are there. How to analyze? The computer software cannot do. So you need a unique or some programmed, technology is required. That's what AI is. So AI is technology like deep learning that to access the large biological and chemical data sheets. That means the data is the basics of AI, such as those genomics and proteomics and high throughput screening. These are all a part and growing, way of AI. If you look at in a nutshell, how the AI in drug discovery development comes upon. You say an accelerating drug discovery, accelerating, you can understand the drug discovery happening within a short period of time. You are able to get the, molecule or active moiety and without wasting much time, and which is enhancing that, reducing the time period of drug discovery in the preclinical setup. In optimizing clinical trial, we all of us are aware the clinical trial is basically depends on the design and the patient selection. These are all there. These are all a data algorithm based. You can make it easily without much complex manner. That's what optimizing clinical trials and personalizing the treatment. That's what in clinical pharmacy are futuristic. A person need a specific treatment compared to another person. So the P meant for personalized treatment. The AI is going to give an outcome and marking a shift towards more efficient, data-driven, pharmaceutical research and development. So that's the ultimatum. So it gives a more efficient, data-driven, and pharmaceutical research and development. So it's ultimately efficient one. If you see in this particular pictorial diagram, you can understand that the compact picture of how the AA in drug discovery, AA in drug design, as we know that 3D structure a target protein, how the drug a ligand can bind. That's nothing but de novo drug design, all these things. AA in polypharmacology, same drug may bind to the different targets. Is it possible a drug for different therapy? Then AA in chemical synthesis, AA in prediction of reaction yield, a prediction of retrosynthesis pathways, and developing insights into reaction mechanisms, AA in designing synthetic routes. So these are all related to the chemical attributes. AA in drug repurposing. A drug can be used for another therapy. Ultimately, that is for identification of a new therapeutic target, where the AA can be used well. Prediction of new therapeutic usage, by which AA in drug screening, in preclinical screening, if you look into the pharmacology aspects. Prediction of toxicity. In the past years, we use 6 mice in a rat, the 6 mice in a group wise, around 6 or 6 groups we may make it for study, even for a plant product to go for LD50 to study acute toxicity study. That is all now gone. The CCSA is now not approving it. So that now the AA is giving the more appropriate models and tools by which the toxicity studies are going to be done very effectively or efficiently. So predicting toxicity, prediction of bioactivity, prediction of physicochemical properties, and identification and classification of target cells. So let us look into that AA drug discovery and development. If you look into that, what is machine learning? So machine learning, ML, how do they play? The screening of chemical compounds. So I said that screening of chemical compound on a target can be done. If you say the company or the giant of the particular computer-based technology, IBM Watson, and of drug discovery, IBM company is providing a Watson of drug discovery. You can search IBM Watson of for drug discovery. You will be able to access it. You just search Google. You put a Google, then you will get an access. You will have a free trial by which you can have a next. What are the options you can take for your compounds for your machine learning purpose? You can do it, but when it is going for subscribing, maybe you have to pay a fees, and that is subscribing fee will be there. So that is one of the things. It is giving an impact on the accelerated candidate identifications. It is giving a candidate how fast we can identify in the screening. Deep planning giving an extra effort that predicting the drug target interactions, how the drug can binding with the targets. One of a good example is AlphaFold by DeepMind. The AlphaFold by DeepMind is nothing but a Google, generative softwares. So this is, you can easily Google it. You will be getting the different 3D views of the proteins or targets. The accurate protein structure predictions will be done. Molecular dynamics is one of AA model. Simulating drug efficacy in silico. In silico, as I said, molecular modeling, computer-aided drug design. So we need some support. That's what we say about molecular dynamics. So that the benevolent AA is a giant in the artificial intelligence company is concerned. This benevolent company has initially tried with the COVID-19 purpose, and for a drug repurposing, they tried with that. That's what a case study says. And impact is faster identification of drug candidate. By using this molecular dynamics, we could able to understand, we could able to identify, so we can get a faster way the drug candidates. So this is one of a example how we could able to see that the deep mind, that is called AlphaFold DeepMind of Google. Example, this is only I just to put on Google, I got COX-2 3D model. So you can search any 3D model using Googling. So no need of spending any money. You can understand the 3D structure of our, the targets. So this is that one of the way which is available in the AlphaFold by DeepMind. See, let us look into the types of basics in the AA learning. We will understand the supervised learning. Another one is called unsupervised learning. Supervised learning means the fixed data will be there. With the data will give you an outcome. That is called supervised algorithms. So by which you will get the outcome. The outcome may be very precise to one, more or less. Example is machine learning, deep learning. Whereas unsupervised is you don't know the data which belongs to what. But whenever the data is analyzed, you will get some clusters. You will get some groups. by which you will come to an idea. That is called unsupervised learning. You don't have any pattern of algorithm for it. That is what unsupervised. Example, clustering and dimensionally reduction. These are all called unsupervised learning. So these basics are there in the AI learning. If you look at the model, if you anybody question you the model of AI and tools of AI. If you say model, models are the underlying algorithms. As we talk about algorithms, or the methodology or the software is nothing but the model. So that is the model. That is example, for example, generative adversarial network, GAN, recurrent neural network, RNN, convolutional neural network, CNN. These are all called models. Whereas tools again an application or a software which provide interface and a functionality between interact, utilize the models. Models utilize when you are utilizing a model, we are using a tool. We say a simple thing. If you use a particular vehicle, in your vehicle or a car, the car is the tool and the engine is the model. If you are saying you're running a car, you are driving a car, the car is the tool and the engine is the model. So example for a tool, very good example is DeepChem. Is a tool used very commonly in AI. DeepTox, especially used in toxicity studies. Deep Neural Net QSAR for a molecular modeling normally used. Organic, related to chemical screening, it is used. So these are all the examples for the tools for the AI, for drug discovery approaches. So there are many are there in which I just put top 10 list of commonly used AI models in the pharmaceutical industry presently. There are many n number of AI models are there. I just enlisted here the 10 common models used in the pharmaceutical industry. One is generative adversarial network, GANs. The GAN, if you look into that, it is used to generate a novel chemical structure and optimize their properties. That's all. So it gives the potent new molecule which can have optimized physical chemical properties. RNN, next one, recurrent neural network. This will give a protein related structures, a protein or amino acid sequence, and analyzing the genomic data where RNN is employed by the pharmaceutical industry. This is all called models. Then convolutional neural networks, CNN. These are image-based tasks, analyzing molecular structure, identifying potential target. So it's all image-based, it will do it. That is what convolutional neural networks. And the next one, if you look into that, long short-term memory network, LSTMS. They have used in the pharmacokinetics, PKD, pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics, PKD studies. It is predict the concentration, time profile, all these things. Then the another one is called transformer model. The transformer model is said to be extract the useful information on scientific literature and pattern databases. When you go for a search, you need a literature review. For that purpose, you can use transformer model. Then the next one is called reinforcement learning. The reinforcement learning, RM, it has been applied to optimize drug dosing strategies, how the drug dose can be given. I said about a personalized treatment, P treatment. So the personalized treatment is individualized treatment, which is going to be effective for a patient care. In future, that's what people say in clinical pharmacy or clinical outcome, it's going to come. In that purpose, the model AI can be used is called RL, called reinforcement learning can be used. Next one, we can understand that called Bayesian models. So this Bayesian model give a probabilistic way of prediction, risk, optimized experimental design. If you are designing an experiment, clinical or non-clinical, it is going to give so which one will have more better, like a way this model may be useful. Deep Q network, DQNS. This will be suggesting high potential candidate for experiments. So means you are coming to your idea that which one will give a better candidate, high potential candidate for your experiments. Then autoencoders. The autoencoders give essential characteristics of molecules that assist compounds in screening and virtual space. So if you are screening or if you are doing a virtual screening, whatever that, all are in a computer based or machine based, right? So it will give that characteristics which is going to be a best one. Then graph neural networks, that is called GNN. They can model the molecular graphs and predicts the properties and aid in virtual screening and de novo drug design. So GNN will be very helpful where you need a molecular graphs by which you can come to a property analysis. So these are all I said about the models just before what I said you about the GAN, RNN, RL, and GNN, autoencoders. These are all called the models of AI in drug discovery. Now I am talking about the tools. Tools means really the exactly the vehicle. What you are going to use in the model is DeepCum. DeepCum is very commonly used one. It's an MLP model that uses Python-based AI system to find suitable candidate in drug discovery. DeepCum. DeepCum means these tools are going to use the models. That's what we said. Okay, that URL site is there. When you go through this, you will understand the DeepCum, how the subscription, all those things will be there. The same thing, DeepTox. The DeepTox is a software for toxicity study. That is the reason. So that DeepTox, the particular tool is used very easily. You can get to know the prediction, or you can come to a precise way which molecule can be a better one for the next level. Then deep neural net, QSAR. So this is again a tool used to detect the molecular activity of compound. Then organic, a molecular generation tool that helps to create molecules with the desired properties. Then hit texture. This is ML, machine learning technique to predict molecules that might respond to biochemical assays. When we do a biochemical assays, might respond to a biochemical assay, this particular tool can be used. Then Delta Vena, a scoring function for scoring drug ligand binding affinity. So when you want to study about drug ligand binding affinity, for that you can use Delta Vena. Neural graph fingerprint helps to predict properties of novel molecules. So, there are many softwares are interrelated. So, the appropriateness of your research says which one the software to be required, or this particular tool has to be required to be decided by the concerned expert. Then AlphaFold, already we discussed, that was this Google-based discovery mode, deep learning, that is predicts 3D structure of a protein. We can understand the 3D structure of proteins or enzymes. Then computers, that is helps to report the procedure for chemical synthesis in standardized format. So how to be the synthesized chemically, it will give a knowledge on that is said to be a computer. So let us go to the next version or next level, that is called application of AI in clinical trials. So till then we talk about the preclinical models or tools, which is going to be used in the drug discovery approaches. That's what we say, drug discovery and development. A molecule come to the market, that's what developed. So where clinical trial play a crucial role. Here, the patient recruitment side AI tool, which can use is called predictive analytics, called EHR analysis, in which we can use identifying ideal candidate based on genetic and clinical data. So you are selecting the ideal case or a patient for the particular study. So example, Tempus. Tempus, when you say Tempus is a company or a pharma industry, they are using it for cancer trials. Trial design optimization. For example, a design or a clinical trial is concerned, the design is very, very important. If the design is not proper, the outcome will not be there. That's the reason the trial design optimization, you can use in silico simulation using machine learning models. So that will give an optimized trial structure. We'll get an optimized trial structure. Pfizer is using this one. For example, for a vaccine trial and all, they use this one for particular purpose of clinical trial. Then real-time monitoring, RTM. So NLP, image recognition will be done. So you are going to see the monitoring the images, that the monitor the patient outcomes, adverse reactions in real time. You are going to get the patient outcomes and adverse reactions, everything you will be getting through the real-time monitoring, the particular applications using this. So AI-powered wearable devices. It is again, the companies or whatever it is using is called AI-powered wearable devices. If you look into this much, it's moving on, and only from 2010, even though AI is small data wise, we are moving, but whenever it comes to the big data algorithm, we move into the big data analysis. We use the AI, we use now generative AI, so many other terms are coming up. But whatever it is now, any success is there using the AI till date, then the success stories comes. As per the review, it says about that from 2015 to 2023 till 23, if you say, there are about 67 molecules have been come across their clinical phases, phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. The dark green color indicates the phase 3, right? So the clinical phases come across. You mean that within the last 8 years, the growth is, drastic development in the AI. So we can understand that AI is really playing a crucial role, and the future might be depends on the AI only. So that's the reason statistically to understand it. If you say clinical trial, the phase 1 trial using this clinical using the AI, 80 to 90% success rate is there. So we are till clinical phase 1, the AI induced drug discovery helpful to give a success rate 80 to 90%. It's a great thing. If you look into that overall, the success rate, it is from 5 to 10% to 19 to 9 to 18%. That means 10% to approximately 20%. So doubling the outcome benefits. So the productivity of R&D investment will be useful in this case. So one of a drug which was about to launch is to be DSP 1181. Means it is still in the code of clinical trial. DSP 1181 is an clinical phase in collaboration with a company called Sumitomo Nippon Pharma and Exscientia. Exscientia is an AI company. So they were together, they made it one. The discovery made it within the 12 months. Just 12 months, that means 1 year, they made the molecule to come into clinical phase, but normally it takes 4 to 5 years. You see the time reduction for coming upon it. See, this is there are n number of data available, you can get it, but just I put forward at the companies which are going to use, which are using the drug design and drug development, and with the in association with the this particular AI are given in a different way. I just given a 5 to 5% of the particular company names only. For example, domain, if you take drug design, novel therapeutic antibodies discoveries are going on. So which industry is collaborating means Exscientia. Exscientia is an AI-based company. Same way, molecular drug discovery, you say Atomwise, it's a company is also AI-based. Recursion is also AI-based company. So many companies are, software companies are now looking into AI, that they are, in collaboration with the pharma companies and connecting with the pharma companies and doing this. For example, Benevolent AI. So they purely the company's AI-based company, but they invested much on drug discovery. It is in the drug discovery, you can find it AI, Benevolent AI. So it was a US-based company. Like you can look at the clinical trials, Pfizer. We know very well Pfizer is in pharma industry, but Pfizer in combined with some other company, even Pfizer itself having the technique to do so. So there are clinical trials they're combining with Vizina, and disease treatment they itself having the AI techniques. So like a way AstraZeneca, they are doing with the Viking Therapeutics, which is NASH drugs and sequencing, Illumina. So these are all, that means drug discovery, drug design, drug development, everywhere. Now the AI models have been and tools have been utilized. Let us come to an Indian players in AI drug discovery. If we look at in a top level, Fifthlyst Technologies is a Bangalore-based startup company. It raised $1 million in 2024 to apply AI for challenging field and rare disease research. They did so many things on rare drug research with this particular using AI technology. It's a startup company, so they come upon very successfully with the AI technology in drug discovery. Another Bangalore-based company called Prescience in Silico is also doing well. Then another one is called Aragon Life Science, formerly known as GVK Biosciences. So they are also doing a contract-based research or contract-based research organization. They are also, attaching with the AI companies and doing their drug discovery approaches. In 2025, an US-based biotech leader called Amgen announced a massive $2,000 million investment to set up a technology and innovation center in Hyderabad, focused specifically on AI-powered drug discovery. So US companies interested in India to invest for AI-based drug discovery. We can understand the importance of it. As well as Novo Nordisk, a global leader in diabetes, and chronic care, is expanding its presence in India and collaborating with the local AI startups to accelerate the pace of new drug developments. So you may know what Nordisk is also playing in India as well as everywhere. It's connecting with the AI companies anywhere required, doing this drug discovery and development. Yes, this much we have ended up. So we talk about this much till that time, the basics of artificial intelligence as well as the basics of AI in drug discovery approaches, the models and tools and the companies and statistics. These are all come upon. Then I thought of it how that can be useful in a way. What is the role of this FTP, faculty development program? How this is going to make our faculties to enrich themselves or equipped with themselves, or they can percolate the knowledge to the students by which how this is going to benefit them, the future students to become great pharma professionals. So by the way only the plan of my presentation was there. Then I thought of it. Being an academician, I thought, let me look into that, how the competition goes on in a pharma profession is concerned. That's why the coming slide says about how we need to develop our skills. We look into the current trends in PC is concerned. How many colleges are there in India? It is only as on maybe last week I took it statistics about 6,235 colleges are there. 6,235 colleges and around faculties are 92,573 faculties are there. Students are many but not enrolled here. So we will understand the importance of it. The colleges will enhance it within this year, 25-26. It may go around 8,000 or 9,000. So the colleges are rising up, and students count is going up, and the faculty count is going up. So ultimately, the faculties have to develop their skill, and the students have to come up with their skills, and that has to develop themselves with updated knowledge, with the current knowledge which is happening in the industry, which is going to help the students to become a great professionals. So I mean to say that way. So we all of us being a learned professionals, we all of us to know, even we are knowing certain skills, and we need to develop the skills for our betterment and for the professional betterment. So because the competition is not like 2000 or 2005 or 2010, till 2040 when it comes, the competition may go high. 2030 and 40 comes definitely. So the technology is playing more than any other thing. That's the reason. So I just put forward certain thing which is required for it. The professional skills required to be successful. I just put forward the first one is computer skill. It's there everywhere. If you look into the professional skill, normally we say when a computer discovered, they say computer without computer knowledge, there is no education knowledge or whatever it is. So computer skill is a must in which we need to understand all the things about a computer knowledge. Is a must thing for anybody to become successful nowadays. Even they have a good scientific knowledge. Then technical skill, of course. So anywhere a professional to develop themselves, they need a technical skill on their particular stream or specialization. Definitely everywhere required institution or organization to be successful teamwork, in which the organizational skill to organizing any program or any event is needed skill. So these are all a professional skill, definitely. Time management. You need to be specific on a time. You need to find with the time. And the people who do works, they should be confident enough. That has to come from the top level to low level. So higher level to the bottom level, it has to come. The confidence play a key role to become successful. And positive thinking, definitely. The great successful people are positive thinkers. The positive thinking makes the professional become successful. Then flexibility and open-mindedness. That is very, very, very important. So you may have a strong opinion on something, but a flexibility is required to make adoption and to growing up. So there is a need of flexibility and open-mindedness for a professional to come up with a novelty. Critical thinking. These are we usually say these are all we never heard or seen or anywhere when we studied during the time. Nowadays, the new generation are much on all those skills. Compared to us, they are having computer skills. They're having all skills. Maybe they are not studying well. That's all. So critical thinking is thinking by which you can analyze where particular strategy is moving on and what is more important to take care of it. So that skill is required for a good profession. Communication skill, definitely. You are a teacher, or you are an industrial person, or you are a research scientist, you are a marketing executive, or you are a software engineer. Everywhere, your communication is very, very important. Definitely, it is none other than anything to become successful. Listening skill. Yeah, definitely you have to listen to others. That is the important leadership skill. Emotional intelligence. Yes. Nowadays, the life is moving high. So we need to have intelligence with your emotion, because emotional intelligence is very important in profession. You cannot easily, fed up with the emotions during professional life. So that will not become good for your life. That's what emotional skill is always good. Leadership skill is required from every level. It is required from the top level, middle level, and next level, and next level. That means from the student level to the higher level, all the level leadership is required. Normally, we used to say leaders are the top level people. So it is not true. Leaders are everywhere, leaders are there. So leaders can be there in any sort of things. Faculty can be leader, HOD can be leader, and everybody can be leader, by which the leaders can bring a good outcome. Then integrity. You should have integrity. You should have, doing a work with the integration, and you need to have accept people and problem solving skills. That is a part of leadership skills. The ability to get along with people, very important. So you need to be along with people, then only the teamwork can happen. So these are, even it is interconnected. I just put forward it as it is an FDP is concerned. So let us have these skills, out of 15 20 skills. You may develop at least 10 15 skill. It is interconnected, so we could able to become successful in our career. So this is my conclusion. With this, I'll conclude my today's FTP. Thank you. Is it hearable?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The session is very
Thank you,
informative.
sir. Thank you for valuable speech and enlightening us. Ishwara ma'am,
Thank you.
take over the session.
So now the session is open for questionnaire. Dear audience, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and ask, or others you can post in the chat box. Dear participants, do you have any questions? Please unmute yourself and ask.
Dear participants, if you have any questions, please do unmute yourself and ask questions, or else you can post in the chat box.
Very good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Sir, myself Dr. Prashant Mali from
Okay.
Sawantwadi, Sindhudurga district, Maharashtra.
Okay.
Sir, is there any latest AI tool useful for delivering the content to student in the classroom?
Yeah, sir, you are talking about teaching learning techniques, right?
Yes,
So the
yes,
AI is play a crucial role, as like we so we are now people are saying Chat GPT, so many Gemini, so many techniques are coming up, right? In the form of artificial intelligence. So certain techniques you can adopt it, but I didn't really work out on these particular questions really, because it is all teaching techniques in which we need to adapt it. So we can simply use this Chat GPT techniques, something which is going to help you to upgrade you. That's the thing what I can suggest you. But beyond that, I need to work out on this particular topic, what you are saying about the teaching learning techniques.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any more questions from audience? Dear participants, if you like to ask any questions, please unmute yourself. There's a question in a chat box, sir. How could AI speed up a drug discovery?
Yes, sir. That's a good question. But ultimately, sir, this is what I said about it. This is the techniques, whatever we adopted. For example, in the chemical screening out and target finding, as well as whatever the models and tools are used. So the appropriate tools. For example, you are working on a particular enzyme. So if I'm working on a cancer proteins, which is going to have an apoptotic pathway. Example, I said. So that particular protein is my target means I am using a software which is going to appropriately helpful for the molecular interaction of the proteins. That's what my software going to help me to come out with the outcome. So I said, there are n number of tools and models are there. So depends on the research idea or the topic, that particular software, you can use it. Definitely that will be enhancing your skill and efficiency, because as I said you, the version is improving, the speed is rising, so time is reducing. When you look at your target, you are using, and it depends on it depends on your area. If I'm only looking into the chemical screening or synthesis or chemical synthesis, I no need to bother about anything. But if I'm looking into the final drug discovery approaches, then I need to see the targets. Then I may require 2 or 3 models. But it is very costly. Models, all subscribing is highest in US dollars and all. So except some certain models which are freely available in trial, right? So that's what I need to say about it. Definitely, the AI is having speeding up, as no doubt at all, right? Because it is a data science, right? That's what I answer for it. How could AI speed up a drug discovery? As I said, an example with the drug, one of a code I given, they made it within 1 year out of 5 years. Means you are reducing the time period from 5 years to 1 year. Okay. Another question came. Yeah, I have seen. Is there any platform? Yeah. As I said to you, that's what I said to you. That is what I said. This is a Google platform. One platform I said, no, default technology. That is what you can see that in the AI model and tools. I'll tell you that model. That model is very helpful for you to understand the basic techniques of proteins and all those things. So you can able to screen out it. The AlphaFold by DeepMind. That particular model can access for you, easily accessible, and without spending any money, you could able to see the protein structure, which is available already, ready-made, available on your, it will be available when you click on the search. You will be getting the protein nature and structure. It's available without paying any subscribing fee. That's what I can suggest you. Other all are subscribing version with the highest amount, which is highly affordable by the pharma industries. Yeah.
We have one more
the
question,
research,
sir.
Yeah. Can you please share the AI tools which is used in the research and publications? Exactly. So that I'll share with you. I'll study out it. 1 or 2 tools are there to sort out the patterns and the reviews on the key terms. That already I have shared in my PPT. I will share the PPT with the institution, MNR institution, so where you can get it. The further any update is there, I could be able to help you regarding research and publications.
Dear participants, any more questions?
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for asking questions. And Ishwaramma ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, sir. For your, or in spite of your busy schedule, you have given us a good information about these AI tools in drug discovery. Thank you very much, sir. In spite, our principal sir is busy with the academic work, so you please accept our memento.
Sir, since he is engaged with another program, he is unable to join to give a presentation, sir. Please
No
accept the online memento what MNR College of Pharmacy is giving.
Thank you.
Madam, share this.
1 minute, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for accepting our invitation and taking time to come as a resource person And thank you
Thank
for your invaluable information, whatever you have shared with us today. It is very informative, sir. We
Thank you.
all learned a lot today. We thank you once again.
Again, I will repeat once again. I am not an expert on AI tools in drug discovery. I am also a learner in AI drug discovery only.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are all learners only. Okay, that's what I
Yeah,
need
we
to.
all are learners.
Yeah,
You have given
yeah.
us a good information,
Okay.
which is needed for us to learn a lot of things. So, on behalf of our pharmacy college and management and pharmacy principal, sir, we thank you so much, and we please accept our moment. Madam, can you? Sir, can you stop sharing your screen, sir, so that madam can
Okay.
share?
Sure, sure, sure.
Sir, please
Yes.
accept our memento from MNR College of Pharmacy. At the same time,
Okay.
we will send you the hard copy, sir,
Okay.
the memento and certificate.
Okay.
Thank you for the excellent information what you have given us and accepting our invitation and being part of this successful 1 week. And this one
Okay.
week, it has been a very grand success. We thank all the participants and all the people who have got registered and are attending the this FDP every day. Every session was wonderfully given, and with your encouragement, the number of participants this time we are very much encouraged to conduct one more FDP in a short term. We will let you know. We'll update you uh, for the conduction. And we thank you all the participants. We thank all the participants for showing interest and for being part of this FDP program for one week and having patience and cooperating with us with all the things. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, sir. Madam
Okay. Thank you.
certificate.
Thank you.
Hello. Sir, is there any feedback link for certificate?
Sir, we will share you in the WhatsApp group, sir, if it is there.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, can I proceed with the vote of thanks?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
It is my honor and heartfelt gratitude to our management of MNR Educational Trust, Honorable Chairman Sri M.N. Raju Garu and Vice Chairman Sri Ravi Verma Garu for their unwavering support, without which this event could not have been possible. I extend my sincere gratitude to our beloved principal, Dr. V. Alagar sir, for his guidance and encouragement leadership. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all the eminent speakers from various colleges and universities. Your time and contributions were invaluable to us, sir. I also extend my heartfelt gratitude to the faculties from our college and other colleges for their presence, patience, and active participation throughout this faculty development program. A special mention goes to Vice Principal and Coordinator Dr. P. Subhash Chandra Bose, sir, for his leadership and support. My sincere thanks goes to Dr. V. Ravikumar, Coordinator of this FDP, for his support and efforts in ensuring the success of this faculty development program. Thank you, sir. Thank you all for joining us. We'll meet you shortly with one more FDP by the end of this academic year. Thank you all. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, one and all. We are signing off. Ishwarama, madam, can you end the meeting?
నీకు